Hey, what is up you guys? Today we're going to be playing some more Identity 5. We're going to play some Hullabaloo today. This is going to be a very long video. I plan on making it an hour. We'll have to see. As of this uploaded, I am currently on a trip, so I am not at home. So this is pre-recorded about a week in advance. This is going to be a long play video, so I'm not going to edit down any match. I'm going to have a pretty good amount of matches here. So this will be just some nice content for you guys to hold you over until I return from my trip. If you end up liking this video, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. I tend to post 4 videos a week and stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but obviously this week is an exception. If you don't want to miss all of that, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Wait, I already said that. With that all out of the way, let's get right into these games. Alrighty, here we are on Sacred Heart Hospital. We have a Seer, Embalmer, Merc, and Fair Lady on this map. With all of these matches, I plan on cutting as little of them as possible. If there's like, you know, someone being problematic, I'll probably end up having to cut some. But the goal is not cut anything. Ooh, that's unlucky. Alright, that's fine. I don't really know what Seer's doing. Oh, he's just farming owls, I see. That's all he's wanting to do. That's okay. Close. Nice. Couldn't use an owl. That's good. He is just walking into stuff. Nice. He couldn't use any owls there. That's huge. I'm gonna chair and immediately run to that cipher right there. If Merc says I can't stuff anything, and he is right here, so the only real thing I can do here. Oh wow, that was really bad. Nice, we got last effort on him. I think we just follow him, honestly. There's not really much I can do. Fair Lady's here, interesting. I'm gonna try and chair basement. That would be huge for me here. Basement chair, and especially against a potential Fair Lady rescue, this is like best case scenario, honestly. I think I might try and leave. Hold on. Let me cook this real quick. Wow. I expected him to use an owl. There's the owl. I'm just gonna break it. Close. Also pretty close. Let's just chair Embalmer. I'm gonna chair him up here. I don't see him using his coffin yet. And I mainly just want to get the chair stage on him. Or I don't see him not using his coffin. Yeah, see there, he's going for the coffin. I want to defend this side of the map, so I am going to run this side. So I would prefer defending these ciphers because they're a bit easier to guard in general. They're closer together, you know. So I'm gonna literally ignore Embalmer here. Go on this Merc instead. Get a hit there. Hit there. Lovely. Down him. Nice. Alright. They are back on this cipher. This is really bad for me. They're probably gonna get this done. I think this is Embalmer. Okay. This might work out, since it was Embalmer here. hit on him. They are. Wow. There we go. Nice. Pick you up, and then we're gonna chair right here. I'm not gonna be able to stuff anything, I don't think, especially against this seer. Unless... Okay, we just wait. There's a very easy way to do this. Wow, he kind of cooked that though. I have to chase him. I should have waited. That's my fault. I'm gonna not pick here. There's too many people vulnerable here. Picking would be an absolute mistake. Okay, now I need to run back. Oh my gosh. Can you not get on the cipher? Please. He flywheeled again. Brother. Get over! Get over it! Nice. Alright, I mean, if I do this right... Nice, he TS'd. I fear this person is a bit silly for that. I mean, I could... No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I could grab... like, abnormal or something, but I think it's a bit silly. I do think you just make this. Ooh, girl. Unless it isn't here. That's interesting. Is it here? Oh, it is. She doesn't make it though. GG's. Alrighty, here we are on Leo's memory. We are against a doctor, postman, a journalist, and composer. Gonna run immediately, try and find someone. Pretty much, not too much to say. I don't think I'm blind. Okay, yeah, journalist is here, I think. No, it's postman. Hi, dudes. We're just gonna break stuff. There's no real reason for me to just like leave these up. Especially with my move speed, so if they just break everything, we're gonna be chilling. Ooh, nice. Nice one, nice one. There's our first hit. We're gonna rotate Sage to get the second. Get you here, get you here. Oh, not quite. That's okay. We'll vault this, and might have to use a clone to get this hit, because I'm kind of in a difficult hiding spot in this situation here. Ooh, girl. Alright, there we go. First down. Not too bad. I think I'll chair basement. Why not? Might as well. Might as well, since it's right here. HULLABALOO is also a really nice basement because you can get to basement really quick and you can leave basement really quick. So we're gonna just immediately leave basement and see if we can't get the person that's over here. But they already left down here. I think this is composer. It's either composer or doctor. Either way, this is a really nice kite to take. I can find where they went. Goodness. Hello? Wait, actually, where'd they go? I just realized Tinnitus is not there. That's really strange. Alright, well, they saved with the... what's it called? Lovely hits. Alright, we are not quite full presence. Kind of sucks for me, but... Remember, what you can do is you can block off the mini Orphe. Alright, sorry, a little bit of a cut there. My mother walked in to notify me of food. We're gonna get a double hit on both of them. That's huge. I can double hit you there, and then use this so I can run through. Oh, it hit me at the wrong time, unfortunately. We're just gonna dash to get this hit. Ooh, nice spin. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna chair her, I think, in this building. Someone's nearby. I don't know who it is. Composer's over here, I think. Yeah. This will be Composer. This will be. Not quite a hit there, unfortunate. Oh, you just ran. I see. Valid. His stacks reset, so it's kind of tricky for me. I have to hit everything again. They don't have any more tides, I'm pretty sure. He's not going to stay at this loop, so I'm just going to not break that and jump over it instead. Get a hit there. Hit there. Yeah, they kind of ran into a dead zone. They should have ran to that loop over there, because Steph was still up. Either that, or just stayed at that loop. I think that's something that people who play against Hullabaloo have difficulties with. I've found that a lot of people, they do one of two things. They either simply just, like, they either leave kites wrong, or they don't go to good kiting spots. So, yeah, places with, like, stable walls are really good kiting spots. I'm just gonna, actually, maybe I can try and, no, unlucky. They actually might have it primed, not gonna lie. Nope, not quite. Doc is healing. Kinda sucks for me. Nice Terror Shock though. Huge too. Alright, well, I can just... I can get a 3k from this, I think. If I just go for this Doctor. I don't think she knows where... Oh, that's bad, though. I don't think she knows where... Ooh, I don't think she knows where dungeon is. Sorry, I can't speak. Lovely job. Lovely, lovely. Nice 3k. Alrighty, here we are in a lakeside village. We are against a seer, composer, mercenary, and a bomber. The lobby match, the lobby chat was concerning. Someone said they were ill and in the hospital, so if they are not for some reason lying, I hope they get better. And then someone else said something really concerning that I don't think I should say. But, you know, it's IDV, what are you expecting, right? There's a hit there. Alright. We're just gonna break this. Continue chasing this Merc. He'll probably use elbow pad. Yeah. He has only one more. So, I mean, not too bad for me at all. This is admittedly a horrible palette to chill at for me. Okay, nice. Nice, and I got TS too. That's huge. If I want to try and get him down sooner, I can obviously try and hit him. But it doesn't really do much. We're just gonna chair on boat and then probably warp to the nearest wiggling cipher. I actually don't think I need to, because someone's nearby already. Let's see her. Hi, Diva. This was the person that said they were ill. They apologized for potentially lagging. I hope you get better, do you? Oh. You're also kind of cooking me. They just pushed me off the edge. Nice hit. Lovely attempt at the flywheel too. I think I'll go for this Merc again. They do call him the Merc. We still get a hit here. Nice. Lovely. Could just jump through there. We have full pres now, so all the stacks stay. I think this embalmer wanted to try and record the Merc, but I don't think they were successful. What I can do, I think he's still here. If they run over here. Oh, this is the Seer. Hi, Diva. Girl. Unfortunately, they ran into the black zone. That is unlucky. I'm gonna warp probably over right here. It's not a very big warp. It's warp nonetheless. It's trying its best, okay? I think Embalmer ran up this way to place a coffin. So we're gonna run up here. Yeah, we see Tinnitus. Oh, and we see Composer. Period. Nice hit. Lovely. I love doing that with HULLABALOO, hitting through walls. It's so much fun. We're gonna jump over this wall. Just gonna kind of let him vault this, vault over, and then hit him immediately. It's one of the things you gotta pay attention to when you're kiting HULLABALOO. You have to pay attention to the stage, like, a lot. For example, he just shouldn't have vaulted. He shouldn't have ran up here at all, in my opinion. He should have tried to play around the windows right here instead more, and played around the wall. Really, whenever you, like, take the time to study HULLABALOO gameplay and, like, see how people approach kiting him differently, that's when you start to realize that it's not as complicated as it seems. It's not as complicated as it seems, sorry. This is Embalmer, so Seer went to save. Double hit there. Bit too early on the flywheel there. Nice. Yeah, you have to pay attention to a few things. So HULLABALOO is definitely tricky, but he's not impossible. And one of the things I find preposterous, personally, is that people think he's bad. Like, people, for some reason, have the thought process of him being bad now because of his nerfs, but, I mean, to keep it cute and to keep it true, I don't want to be the one to say this, but the nerfs really, like, coming from someone who plays HULLABALOO more than any other hunter in the game, and genuinely enjoys going against HULLABALOO in games, the nerfs feel nearly non-existent. I still perform very strong. And granted, yes, I'm in quick play, and also yes, I'm low rank, but I'm genuinely not performing any differently towards, like, when I was, like, how I was performing. And I think it'll probably stay that way unless they, like, actually nerf him properly. Oop, whoopsies. Another thing I find preposterous is people making the argument that he's like a brain-dead, no-skill hunter, when I just think that's... I don't think he takes as much skill to master as, like, Opera Singer or Clerk, for example. But I don't think he's, like, incredibly brain-dead. I think that's kind of crazy, in my opinion. I mean, the Embalmer can't really do anything other than either save or go for dungeon, which I know one thing's gonna happen. Oh, they didn't get their... Did they not get their Okay, either they didn't get their coffin up. I swear they did. I'm pretty sure dungeon's here, and I'm pretty sure they have a coffin right next to it. Oh, they didn't get it up. Never mind. GG's. Alrighty, here we are in Moonlit River Park. We have got a lawyer, batter, prospector, and mechanic. Double decode kinda sucks. They don't have a solid dedicated rescuer though, so we might be able to cook something up. We found batter first. This is not a bad first kite by any means. Still, it could be a little bit tricky. We're gonna do this. Hopefully he runs into the zone. Nice. And we just hit him there. Well, are you okay? I feel like they might have just given up immediately. I mean, at least try and play the game, you know? This is what I mean. Find people that just decide they, like, would rather just not play the game going against HULLABALOO. Which, I mean, like, yes. That's not necessarily the fault of them. I don't think I can ever deny that this character is strong. Fully just being like, no, this character isn't busted is absolutely crazy work, and I would never do that. I'm just gonna get them out of here. Can't save this, dude. They decided they don't want to play, so I'm just making their job easier. Sorry to say, but... Alright, we got on the roller coaster successfully. Alright, looks like the batter is back. Maybe they were lagging? I don't think so, but... Oh, that was nice. Lovely. That was good. Oh, I was expecting them to run the other way. We got the mark on them anyways, that's good. Yeah, I would never... I think it's preposterous ever trying to defend HULLABALOO by saying this character isn't actually broken. Because, I mean, it's simply just the truth that this character is strong, but he's not, like, numbers strong. And I think that's something Nutties needs to realize. Yeah, he's not numbers strong, his kit is strong. That's the issue with him. We're just gonna go for this batter again because no one else is here. Try and get close to him. Nice flywheel, holy. TS though. Lovely job. Alright, batter is done for. This prospector will be done for pretty soon. We're gonna warp the bar. Alright, we'll just go back. Not seeing anyone, sorry, in the immediate area, so... Because I don't want to, like, hardcore tunnel, I feel like I've already kind of done that so far. See, this is not how you kite him. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to try and juke. You can't just run in straight lines, because it will never work. See, that's a better juke. But yeah, just running, like, he could have ran around... Here, let me try and, like, make a little mini demonstration. He was trying to avoid my red zone, because that's the last one I had. He could have sort of done this situation, and then ran back, and then ran back again. What that would have likely done is made me go, okay, he's going to run back, swing, but he immediately runs back this way. So that's sort of something he can try and do. And you can do that on all terrain. You can do that here. You can do that on small walls. You can do that everywhere. And that's just in general the best way to go about... What just happened to me? Nice play, Will. Red zone so he can't harass. Huge. Prospector's done for. I don't really know where the mechanic is. And I'm assuming Lawyer just kind of ran far. Mechanic, are you on this cipher? That cipher? No? Where are they? Maybe they're way over here. Who knows, they might have ran far in this way. Because I know that cipher is nearly done. Yeah, someone's on this one. My guess is Mechanic. Because she was on this one the last time. That would be correct. Oh, actually, no, this is Lawyer. Yep. He must have strong palate or something. Good girl. Good girl. Wait, I'm flopping. Alright. And then we got Lawyer down. I think he's done for. I don't really know where this mechanic is. And I also don't know where Dungeon is. So, I mean, she might just be out. She was potentially just literally waiting at Dungeon. Because it might be right there, next to that cipher. And she could have just been tapping it to get rid of crows the entire time. I guess we'll find out. Yep. Oh, it isn't here. She was here, though. That probably means it's by this cipher over here. I noticed she used a decoy. I didn't really want to go. I'll surrender this match. I'll surrender. This is a bit tricky for them. Alrighty, here we are on Arms Factory. For this next match, we are against a mechanic again, a knight, a patient, and a toy merchant. Lily Fart is a based name, by the way. Actually, fire. Oh, girl, I'm gonna break this, I think. I would rather break it over chasing her immediately because I can catch up so much faster. So I don't really need to worry too much. I think I'll also just keep chasing her. Nice stun. Can't quite jump over it. I mean, if she decides to take that, I can just break it again because there's no more catapults. Alright, so she's just booking it, it seems. We got a hit there, lovely, and then a hit there, lovely. Not going to worry about the people on the ciphers. Alright, she's kind of cooking me, honestly. I think I get a hit here, though, as long as I'm patient. Wow, she's fast. Never mind. I would love to get presence here. Which means I would kind of love to down her. Girl, she is just fully booking it. This is now, this area, if you're wondering, is now a really good kiting spot for kiting against HULLABALOO. It's really good. If you need a spot to kite, because there's so many flat walls, you can juke so much easier around them. So this spot, now a really, really solid spot to kite. Oh, this diva's lagging, I fear. I'm so sorry, honey. I will be farming third presence on you, though. Like, my condolences, but I will be using you for presents. I could go for this toy merchant again. In fact, I honestly think I might just do that. This area It seems like it could be good cutting against Hullabaloo, but honestly, realistically, it's not the best due to one major flaw. That being how easy it is to jump through the windows in the factory. So, I'm gonna warp immediately over here. I want to stop this mechanic from decoding. As soon as this is dead, I can warp back over. So I honestly need to defend this. Wow. Gonna be honest with you, I was not expecting that. I really should be going for Toy Merchant here, but like, this is more fun, right? Lovely. We're gonna chair. I think that cipher is kind of just, it's kind of cooked. But the person over here might be the one to save, yes. That would be the correct assumption. We know how this works. Nice, I picked up before the pop. Alright, we're gonna run over here immediately. Try and down. We do have detention, good thing to note here. So best case scenario, oh, she's cooking this. Yeah, see, this is pretty much what you need to do. She did a really good job there. I got distracted by my father again, though, so it's a bit unfortunate. Someone is still here. It's Emil. Oh, honey, you did not open the gate. Alright. Lovely job. Nice tie. GG's. Alrighty, here we are on Ever Sleeping Town. With this match, we are against a seer, mercenary, composer, and painter. We're in luck because this is one of Hullabaloo's favorite maps. He really enjoys this map just in general. It's a small map. You're not really gonna... The only real way you like struggle hard on this map is if you're against the tricky team comps, which I would argue this isn't all that tricky of a team to go against, so W for us. First hit, lovely. I'm surprised you didn't drop that. You absolutely should have. Nice, first down. See, utilizing the wall, you can tell that person was trying to, but, you know, you need to make sure you're utilizing it on the right side, because here, you can kind of see the way this is angled. If I have it right at the edge, I can still hit. So they should have been trying to juke this way, because I had already... Taking a hit from the white zone would have been a much easier thing for them. And then you should just not be here in general. Trying to run circles around isn't like the worst thing you can do, but it's definitely not the best either. Alright, now we just wait and we can chair at the same spot. Probably. Actually, I'll chair here instead to try and get a better view of what's going on. So from here, I can see here a lot better. I got a hit on you, lovely. We're just gonna take hits. It's difficult to get TSs with Hullabaloo if you don't have your clone up. So it's often I find it's just best to simply, ooh girl, it's best to simply just, you are not gonna get me to. Honestly, this is fine. I can just wait for him. What I can do is I can pick this chair and then run to where he's going to be dropped off. I should have held my clone, honestly. It would have been easier to hit him if I held my clone. Nice. So he is... Right, he's smart. He's not dropping these. But unfortunately, he's running to a really bad spot. Because his teammate is right here. Specifically, his composer. So I can just immediately jump on this composer kite instead. Which is really good for me. Oh, I almost got hit by that. That's crazy. Wow, Diva is absolutely booking it. We can jump up here, though. I'm not going to chase you. Nice. Lovely. Oh, girl. Alright, we're going to pick you, chair you far if we can, and then we're going to warp back, I think, to that cipher. Because if I were the composer, I would have tried to go on this one, and he did. I mean, this is fine. What I'm gonna just do... Alright. I wanted to make sure he stayed on. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pretty much wait right where he's gonna get off at. And then down him. Nice. Make sure we don't pick up in front of Tram, because we might die. Don't want that to happen. This is honestly kind of best case scenario for me. I just kind of have to defend this. Mercenary will probably be the one to save. Actually, it might be Painter, now that I think about it, because... Yeah. What's nice is I've ignored this Painter for so long, he doesn't have any paintings ready. I can just do this now. Lovely. Nice, nice, nice. Again, they just kind of were running in a straight line, so I didn't have to worry at all. They picked, so I can just chair at the same spot. Merc will probably try and rescue this, so we'll just stay nearby. Try and get a... Alright, we canceled the Painter, which is huge. Again, like, this is... He's not, like, kiting horribly, but you're just not kiting anywhere, which sometimes is worse for you. Because you have nothing you can juke around. You have to depend on... Really, you have to depend on the Hullabaloo making the mistakes to miss, instead of being able to rely on your environment more. So it's not always the best decision to just run out a straight line in the open. I might have seen someone duck down. I don't think so. We're gonna check once more though. Okay, yeah, nope. Take this warp. Painting's gone. I was gonna swap to normal, but I actually don't think I'm going to. What I am gonna do though is try and cancel that. Lovely. Try and cancel it again. Lovely. And you can't get it up in time. Nice. Alright, looking at a 3K angle at the minimum. I don't think... Have I seen Dungeon? I probably have, and I'm just a bit blind. I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna jump into Tram. Hold on. See if I can jump scare at all. If I had to guess what he's doing, he's just gonna be kind of camping here. Oh, actually, he went for the save. I think. Sensational. Lovely. GG's. Alrighty, here we are on Chinatown, sorry. We got a meteorologist, forward, composer, and cheerleader. I was checking something with YouTube, so I was a bit late to the start. We are against composer first kite, which is huge. Getting their decoder out of the way as soon as possible. This is a really strong loop first kite because I don't have my jumps yet. So if he just kind of tries to stick to this loop, this will be really strong for him. Unfortunately, he gives me a double hit, which turns into a full hit, which will probably end up turning into a down pretty soon. But areas with like lots of walls are strong against Hullabaloo, especially first kites, because as Hullabaloo you can't really jump over anything until you get first presence. Now that I'm first presence, that loop over there becomes much less reliable because I can just jump over the wall and make the distance that way. Let's see who is over here. Meteorologist. We're gonna get a hit on her immediately. Should have swung faster. That's her tied out of the way too, so we're just gonna try and get her fully down. Almost. See, kiting around this, you might laugh at it, but kiting around this lamppost is potentially really strong. Like, she has the right idea here, absolutely. It's those little mini obstacles that can genuinely, like, fully block the hitbox. And it turns into, like, honestly, a really fun way to kite. Unfortunately, I always forget that forward has literally like a 17-second stun. Which is both incredibly based and also really annoying. I'm really surprised she didn't just drop that. Always, 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 in my opinion, when you're dealing with a harasser and a kiter, and the harasser is trying to body block, simply just take the hit. Girl, that's why you never emote. I'm sorry, against like Geisha and Hullabaloo, just don't emote. Just vote, just vote. Alright. Nice flywheel. Lovely job. I'm gonna try and get at least one hit on her. Girl, what is this max struggle? Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna run back over here. Get a hit on her, nice. One thing that I've noticed about Hullabaloo with the nerfs is, as much as I say they're bad, he can't do that double hit at chair nearly as easy anymore, which is lovely. I'm gonna warp over here. I don't want them to heal this. Nice. I juked him until he ran into my red zone. Get a hit there, and then a hit there. Nice. Forwards down. Yeah, that was some nasty juking. If I don't mind if I pat myself on the back a little bit with that. Composer is over here. I don't see a world where they're not healing. Nice. I could actually potentially try something here. Hold on. No, I wanted to try and TS. I think I didn't throw the clone far enough, though. They're doing really good with ciphers still. So this is definitely not a situation where I should underestimate this team, because they're honestly doing a great job. gonna pick this up again. I don't know what that was, what the plan was there, but period. Them trying to rush this makes a lot of sense, but it's really just not a good idea, if I'm honest. Nice flywheel. It's a bit silly again, but like, what can you do? You know what I mean? We're gonna chair close to the cipher as well, right here. Just because I know that they're gonna do two things. One of them is gonna try and save, or actually, never mind. I didn't notice he was dead. That's incredibly silly of you. Nice. Getting that hit is really strong because if she decides to try and go for dungeon, now she can't. If she tries to... Yeah, this is a bit silly of her. She should have just tried to run. GG's. Lovely game.